officer shot or wounded but is okay and is out of the hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. 1 suspect dead and 1 suspect in custody. Washington Correctional Institution, 10:30 p.m. last night. 2 dirtbags tried to drop off some contraband at the Georgia prison on the outside perimeter area and were seen and approached, and a shootout ensued, with the correctional officers winning the battle. This is why it is so important to stay vigilant at all times when working the perimeter post. This is not a place to become lax. Whether your perimeter post is in a vehicle stationed outside the perimeter of the prison with rotating positions, or a patrol vehicle roaming around the perimeter, or if you're in a tower, never, ever a place to become complacent. You could lose your life working the perimeter at a prison, because people like this will come up to your perimeter areas and try to leave drugs, contraband, weapons in the wood lines on the outside of your perimeter, or even up close to your perimeter. We had a case at Charlotte Correctional Institution where people were driving in almost to the correctional officer's housing unit on prison property and throwing contraband at 2 and 3 a.m. in the morning into the bushes for the outside work squad to pick up the next morning. That's how these people are so brazen. They'll come that close to the prison property to drop off these drugs and weapons and contraband. You must be vigilant. By the way, we caught those folks. I worked with FDLE on that case, and we sat out all night with the mosquitoes until the little red car that we were looking for showed up, drove down the road at Charlotte Correctional Institution, made a U-turn, threw their contraband, and then left. We had a chase vehicle ready, Florida, from the FDLE folks. And Florida state troopers, by the way, were involved in that one. But anyway, you must be vigilant on these perimeter posts. They are very dangerous. This is not the place to take your nap. Not the place to put the earphones in your ears or the earplugs in your ears and listen to music. You know, not the place to do your homework. Not the place to take your newspaper. This is a very serious position that must be monitored with vigilance 24/7, 7 days a week. This could happen to you. These 2 jokers could have come up to your prison. It can happen anywhere, any state, any time. Heck, it's happened in the daytime even, when surprise people have shown up on your perimeter. And what if you're out there dozed off, or taking a nap, or listening to music, or reading a newspaper, and your weapon is in your vehicle there? They could take you out and get your weapon. You know, I won't get into pointing fingers at anybody. We've had a lot of cases, you know, where we've had to investigate people sleeping on duty on perimeter. That can be an administrative investigation, and then the warden and security chiefs and all of them will decide what they need to do with the person. We've had people put down the shotgun and walk away from the vehicle and go pee. Shotgun's over here, and they're 20 feet from it in the woods peeing. Come on. You must take this position seriously. You are the first line of defense. The perimeter officers are the first line of defense. If you think you're being punished because you've been put out on a perimeter post, you've got a lot of responsibility out there on that post. The first line of defense, you need to be alert. We need you alert so you can stop predators like these 2. And the contraband in this case has yet to be determined, or it hasn't been told yet. This just happened Sunday night. I'm talking to you on Monday, the 28th of December. And this happened the night of the 27th of December. Georgia Bureau of Investigations is investigating the incident. We'll learn later what types of contraband, probably what types of weapons, things like this. But heads up to the officers that did this. The one suspect is dead. And if anybody thinks the officers were wrong, well, they're not. You come to a prison. This has got to be some real dumb people. Come to a prison to drop off drugs. And then when you're noticed and approached, now you start a gunfight. So you're just looking to get shot. And those officers, in my opinion, had all the right in the world to shoot back, defend themselves, and protect the prison perimeter security area from intruders. So hopefully this will send a message to anybody else that wants to go to Washington Correctional and try to drop off drugs outside their perimeter. Please, this is news that just came in, and I wanted to get it out there because I just wanted to take a few moments to stress how important of a job the perimeter officer has, whether you're in a vehicle on the perimeter or whether you're in a tower. Never ever become complacent in this position. You're the first line of defense. And I believe, and I can't speak for every state, but I believe there should be more training for the perimeter officers. Specialized training, where you actually have a class just about nothing but working the perimeter. And if anybody out there has that, please note down at the bottom of this YouTube that you have that. It would be interesting to know if you have any specialized training for perimeter officers other than just saying, okay, you're qualified with a shotgun or you're qualified with a Glock or whatever weapon you're using out on the perimeter, and get on out there and do your thing. Make sure nobody comes in. You know, that's happened in the old days a lot. Here's your shotgun. Here's your perimeter vehicle. Now we'll see you. We need to train and use some incidents that have occurred across the country on perimeter. This isn't the only one that's happened. We've had escapes over the fence line where an officer was not familiar with the shotgun. Couldn't get a shot off, not even a warning shot. Never did. The inmate made it over the fence line. Was later caught out in the woods, headed towards the Everglades, and got out there and probably was glad they got caught, because once you get out in that area, you might as well just give it up. You're not gonna get anywhere. But anyway, keep your eyes open, keep your head on a swivel, stay safe, stay alert, stay awake, and take this perimeter job serious. Thank you, Gary Oak, True Prison.